Yes, my name is Dr. Gus Reyes. I'm the Executive Director of the Christian Life Commission. The Christian Life Commission is the Ethics and Justice Ministry of the Baptist General Convention of Texas, and we speak to 5,200 Baptist churches across the state. I wanted to share two things that I'm convinced about tonight and today, and that is it touches my heart, the fact that each of you have referenced the kids. You're committed to bettering the situation for our kids. I'm convinced of that, and I appreciate that. The other thing I've noticed in these proceedings is that the way that you react and show kindness to folks even when you didn't have to. And so thank you for the service that you render our state and the people you represent. I did want you to know that we oppose SB 3 specifically for two main reasons. One, we have concerns that SB 3 may threaten religious liberty, so I'm going to give it a little bit of different cut than most folks have spoken to today. And two, we have concerns that SB 3 doesn't really address the pressing educational needs of all the low-income children. In fact, it may divert funds from the public education system. I'm going to focus on religious liberty just for a moment, and I'll conclude. State funds will be allocated to pay for all religious education, not just Christian schools, and we oppose using state funds to teach religious views different than our own. We don't even want the state to teach our religious views. We want to do that. Private religious schools want students and families who agree with their religion, religious mission and purpose. Unlike public schools, which educate all children, private religious schools tend to be more selective in their hiring and admissions. When taxpayer dollars are used to subsidize religious education, the state becomes entangled with their operations as it seeks to monitor taxpayer spending. And that's right. Oversight of government spending is a proper role of elected officials and taxpayers to prevent waste, fraud, and abuse. Religious schools who take funds may unwittingly open themselves up to lawsuits. I'll conclude here shortly and say that our concern is that suddenly our private schools would be subject to state requirements. We support parent right to choose the best educational setting for their children, but we do not believe using state funds should support those private institutions. And then one quote from Benjamin Franklin: "When religion is good, I can see that it will support itself. And when it cannot support itself, and God does not take care to support it, so that its professors are obliged to call for the help of a civil power, it is a sign I apprehend of its being a bad one." Ben Franklin. Please know we're going to be praying for you. I know you have a tough job. Thank you for what you do.